we're not. And it's Saturday night. No, it's not Saturday night. It's 5 a.m. Mester Scrum at 8:37 in the evening on a Saturday. And this is our 463rd show. Sorry it's late. It's not early in the morning like normal, but, wanted to go out and do the show anyhow because I like doing it. Had to run out. I went to an auction for the first time, so I did that. I'll talk about that a little bit. But this introduction to the show, hey, this is the 5 a.m. Mester Scrum Show. I am Greg Mester, Scrum Master and Agile Coach, and here we talk about Agile and Scrum in a practical and tactical way. Try to keep it within 15 minutes like a daily Scrum, and we talk about ways to bring in value to the customer without working 60, 80 hours a week and have a little fun along the way so we can get home to our family and friends and have more fun, right? Fun. So we're going to talk about today. Topic here, I was watching Jem Jelly. He's a good guy. He's out in the UK, and he's an Agile coach. He talks about all kinds of things about Scrum and Agile, and he has some definitely different ways of talking about stuff. So it's really good, thought-provoking discussion. So I definitely encourage everyone to follow him on YouTube and connect with him on LinkedIn. So he has a question. And why am I late today? Because we always talk about taking risks. I think the fortune cookie the other day, sometimes if failures lead to success later on. So a pop-up on my Facebook was a auction way out, about an hour away from here. And there's a couple little things on there I was kind of curious about. Never really did an auction before. Went out to the middle of the woods out there, and they had all kinds of stuff everywhere. And so it was fun. It was interesting. Failed a couple times. A couple things I wanted to get, didn't get. I didn't bring enough money, nor did I want to spend a lot of money. So it was just more a first-time thing for me to learn how the process works. And then I bought a couple of little things on the way home from an antique shop, just like a postcard and a picture, which I'll show tomorrow on Sunday. Just something to share with you all. But anyway, that's why we're late. And then I had paint, and I had to do other things, and it kept going. So what did Jem have to say? And I guess he likes to call himself Jem Jelly. He has a couple different names over the years and follow him on and off. I think at one point it was Agile Gorilla or something like that. So he had a question for Agile coaches, like when he interviewed them. And I have a twist on his question that I'm going to share with you today. And he says, the question is, how can we tell if we're working on the right things? And he goes into a video he did, and it was a very good video. And I even commented on his video in the comments about using something else. So what I wanted to share is, how do you know you're doing the right thing? Is there a way of really knowing? Probably not. Be honest with you. Probably not a way of knowing if you're doing the right thing or not. Sometimes it just happens. There is a little bit of thought process that would help you get to that direction, but it also requires you to do some planning and work with the product owners to figure out what is the right thing to be working on. So what I did is, he was talking about to do, doing, and done. Okay? And what I'm sharing here, I'll lean back a little bit so you can see it all, is let's say we have a bunch of stories. And this is just any place you can go into. It doesn't matter what the job is, nor what's going on. Let's say Bubbles is coming. It really doesn't matter. All you're doing is looking at their board, their Scrum board, whether it be a Jira, Azure on the wall, Kanban board, whatever, right? And the first question I ask, is the work prioritized between the product owner and the team? Have they sat down and figured out what they wanted to do? Hi, Thomas. What's up, Adriel? I think you're making a mess, boo. Anyway, so how do you know? So let's assume this is prioritized. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, goes all the way down the list, okay? And this is how it's set up. Now, in this list, I got a couple things up here. I got one in the doing pile and one in the done pile. My question to you, by looking at this, are they doing the right things they need to do? Now I hear the ice cream truck out there. Again, this is why you do the show at 5 a.m. in the morning and not at 8:30. The answer is no. Why do I see no? Because he was saying, some coaches, some people say, well, this must be the right thing because it's done. It got done first. No. If you prioritize the work, these are the things that should have been done first. Okay? So these are the things that are being done. The fact that they did something lower on the list first started working on these things up here tells me that they're not working on the right things, right? So let's take another twist on it. Let's do this. Let's say the very first thing was a 3-pointer. And the next thing was a 1-pointer. And this is points. And everybody like, go points and velocity. So we'll just say they're points, okay? And let's say this is a 1-pointer. And this is a 2-pointer. So we got a 3-pointer, a 1-pointer, a 1-pointer, and a 2-pointer. Let's say it's this. Let's say they did this. What does that tell you about the team? They're working on the less complex stuff first. They already got one done. Yes, it's higher on the priority than these, so yeah, they're doing the right thing. But they did this. They skipped the 3-pointer, right? Here, they already started another 1-pointer, and the 2-pointer is left behind, right? So you get the 2-pointer to 1, and the 1's done, and 1's in doing, and 2 down here, and 3 here. So what is going on here, right? A couple things that I would say. One, they're not working in the priority established with the product owner. So definitely not working on the right things according to the way they agreed to with the product owner. I'm not saying the product owner is magic and knows all the answers to all things. However, that was a agreed to priority. Here's another thing. They skipped the 3-pointer. Why? Because it's more complex and hard. They're cherry picking the easy ones, right? Doesn't this say they're doing the 1-pointers first, skipping the 2, and they started doing this? Maybe it was this. Maybe this. Okay. Now it's really cherry picking. See the cherry picking? The 3 points not even touched yet. 2 points not touched yet. This 1 point's done. It's higher in priority, so that's a good thing. However, this 1-pointer's already started working. They're cherry picking the smaller stories, the less complex things they can get done early. What does that do? This is risky because you only have a 2-week or 1-week sprint, depending on how you do your sprinting, right? So you got to get this 3-point done and started early. Really, it should be. Maybe it's this and that. Maybe this one's there. It depends how big your team is. That makes more sense. Where you got 3.1 in process, the 1 got done, so he started picking. So the person who finished that started working on the 2-point story. That's more realistic. But that 3-point story, the very first one was whatever it is, should be in the doing pile. Very first one. So if you go into a Scrum team and the very first thing on their list is not in the doing pile, they're not working to the priority. They're doing whatever they want to do, and they really have no format. So if you had that question as an Agile coach, there's different ways of looking at it. The first question is, though, is the team prioritizing their work? If the team is not prioritizing work, that's a whole nother issue that goes on with Scrum Masters and stuff like that in the Scrum team. So then it's another issue you got to cover. And whether or not they're working the right thing first, if they're not prioritizing work, then no one knows. No one knows the answer. The answer can't tell you, right? Because they never prioritized in the first week, so there's no way to tell. But if they prioritize, this is more realistic. 3-point more complicated than doing. Someone else took a 1 point and it's got done already, and a 2 points in process, and this 1 point still in the to-do pile. So that's different than seeing that. This is cherry picking. 3 points still in the to-do pile, 2 points still in the to-do pile. This 1-pointer is already done, and this 1 point started, and that's the lowest on the list of the priority to do. So that's cherry picking. Okay? So I just wanted to share that with you. Bubble says it's time to go, and that she needs attention, and she's going to shake the screen. What are you doing? Anyway, someone wants attention. She says it's late. It is late. So I will see you tomorrow, everyone. I hope you have a good evening or good day, depending where you are in the planet, because we got people listening and watching from all around the world. Give us a thumbs up if you like the show, and ring the bell. Ooh, geez, knocked that over. And ring the little bell if you want to see when we go live, because apparently we go live at all kinds of times. I'm trying to do more 5 o'clock, but it's the weekend. Got stuff to do. Other assignments according to the wife and the family. Anyway, have a good day. See you tomorrow, Sunday. And take care and happy scrumming. All right. Bye.